Joining me now on the broadcast is RP Singh of the BJP and Adarsh Shastri of the Aam Aadmi Party. RP Singh, your own party MP Kirti Azad says, instead of saying there is no scam, let there be a monitored investigation. Let there be an SIT. Let it come out with the truth in the next 3 to 4 months. What's wrong with that, sir?
Mr. Kirti Azad went to Mr. Sonia Gandhi and the UPA regime and he got the inquiry constituted, and inquiry was conducted by Special Fraud Investigation Office, and it came out that there is nothing against Mr. Jaitley in that. So what fresh inquiry has to happen? Well, it was under UPA regime by Special Fraud Investigation Office of the system, and now what fresh inquiry he wants?
Adarsh Shastri, respond to this. So if an SFIO inquiry has already happened, why would you do this? The allegation that the BJP is leveling is that these are only diversionary tactics that the Aam Aadmi Party is employing.
Everybody keeps talking of Mr. Jaitley in Parliament and Mr. Singh here of the SFIO. First of all, there are 3 reports. All 3 reports say the same thing. The DDCA's own report, fact-finding report, says the same thing. 2 judges who were appointed, High Court judges appointed as elections commission agents for the DDCA elections, have said the same thing. And the point is, the SFIO, the report that they have come out with, they have clearly mentioned glaring irregularities. What they've also mentioned is that there certain irregularities have been compounded, whereas clearly section 210 and 11 say that they are with imprisonment and not compoundable. As a case in point, the fact that the judge in the High Court in December of this month has said that these, has stated the compoundable offences,
yes,
and has said that they should be reviewed for imprisonment aspect.
Respond to that, RP Singh.
That SFI is just trying to whitewash. Just trying to whitewash the whole issue.
Respond to this.
One more point I want to add.
Just let him respond to point 1 on SFIO. I'll come to your next point, Adarsh Shastri, in just a moment. Because it's not just the Aam Aadmi Party, it's Aam Aadmi Party plus Kirti Azad. Arun Jaitley is now battling on 2 fronts. RP Singh.
See, let's be clear. It is Aam Aadmi Party basically which has tried to deflect the issue, since the key bureaucrat, who's a hand-picked bureaucrat of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, he was under suspicious, and plus there are certain issues regarding him. That's why this complete deflective issue has started. Now coming to SFIO, it was clearly mentioned that they exonerated Mr. Jaitley, saying that he has no role in the complete DDCA. But now they want to harp on something else. Even DDCA internal inquiry says so. So they can keep harping on something, they can keep doing it. They have courts open, they can go to court. They didn't went to court, so Mr. Jaitley went to court. Now they can answer everything in the court, and they'll face the tune of the court, and they will have to answer everything now. And probably wait for another year or so. It will not take more time. Before, at that time, Mr. Kejriwal will have to bear the brunt of this case now.
Okay. Adarsh Shastri, why should your party leaders say that the finance minister is intimidating you with a series of legal cases? It's his right, whether to file a criminal case or a civil defamation case of 10 crore rupees. Why should that be seen as intimidating tactics, sir?
No, this is nothing but intimidation, and BJP has core competence in this aspect. First, the CBI interrogates a bureaucrat for 50 hours, and we are still waiting, the country is still waiting to hear what they have been able to find after 50 hours of interrogation. Out of that, a large proportion of interrogation...
No, what about Sanjay Pradhan saying? What about Tomar? What about Manoj Kumar? What about your own ministers?
One second. No, so we have set the example. Mr. Singh, when we found out...
You can't ask apprehension, you can't question CBI for a reason, because they were investigating a matter which was forwarded by a forward bureaucrat, not by BJP.
Not answering the debate of the question at hand. I don't understand why are you going to matters which are not part of this debate.
I'm answering you each and every question.
No, but I want to for the moment specifically stay on the Arun Jaitley DDCA case specifically. Adarsh Shastri, is there merit in the BJP allegation that the commission of inquiry and all these aspects are being raised now only because the CBI raided a bureaucrat or carried out a search on a bureaucrat considered extremely close to the Delhi Chief Minister.
Not at all, for the simple reason that we have received a complaint from.
So then why did you start on that file for complete 1 month?
On which
You had this report with you last 1 month.
And those files in that inquiry,
Why did you react on that?
those files of that inquiry were with the Chief Minister, for which the CBI ostensibly raided his office. And those files would have been made public at a point in time, but had to be done so earlier. Because
CBI never raided the CM.
Number two, let me clarify once again.
Yes.
Is Arun Jaitley ji the Manmohan Singh of DDCA? 14 years under his watch. If he was the president of the DDCA, it was under his watch that whatever irregularities happened. Is Arun Jaitley ji the Manmohan Singh of DDCA?
Respond to this, RP Singh.
Watch.
The allegations are serious. What Kirti Azad has also pointed out, that contracts were given to fake companies, crores allegedly paid in cash, accounts allegedly fudged. Kirti Azad says that there should be an SIT on this. Now, Arun Jaitley, of course, is getting a lot of support from cricketers and ex-cricketers. But what about these specific allegations that are being leveled about contracts being given to fake companies, directors being the same, addresses being fake? Should they not be investigated, RP Singh?
Mr. Kirti Azad has already moved to the court, has already moved to the police, has already moved for the inquiry under Special Fraud Investigation Office. Now all investigation has happened and every inquiry has exonerated Mr. Jaitley out of this. Mr. Jaitley has no role in this, and I give a challenge to Mr. Das Shastri. Mr. Shastri, mark my word, if you can point iota of anything against Mr. Jaitley, I'll quit electoral politics, or ask Mr. Kejriwal to quit electoral politics if he can prove anything against him.
So why don't
we can't prove anything against him?
Respond to that, Adarsh Shastri.
But it's very easy.
So if I am very happy to hear that, Mr. Singh.
Let it be open challenge.
If you are so confident about Mr. Arun Jaitley's innocence, why don't you let the SIT do its investigation and let the facts come out to the people of this country? You know, you will not have to leave electoral politics if you are so confident about his innocence, and let the SIT complete the investigation. That's what we are saying. Why try to intimidate Arvind or any other leader of the Aam Aadmi Party unnecessarily? Let the facts come out. We are all here hoping the facts do come out.
Because these allegations that are now coming out, they may have been investigated by SFIO, but the allegation is, RP, saying that these are not, these are criminal cases, criminal, in nature, where SFIO cannot investigate. For example, 14 companies to whom DDCA cleared payments, they had fake addresses. They hired laptops for 16,000 rupees a day, printer for 3,000 rupees a day, a puja ki thali for 5,000 rupees a day. SFIO found them to be irregular, but you say they are not serious. Now, isn't this more than just an SFIO case? Aam Aadmi Party says this is criminal. So this is a criminal case of Prevention of Corruption Act should be involved in this. Should be applied here.
They could have moved to the court. No, even now I'm saying, why did they move to the court? What was stopping them from moving to the court? They could have moved to the court, and already DDCA filed a complaint. Already DDCA held an inquiry and has filed a complaint in police station for this, and they are pursuing this matter. DDCA is pursuing this matter. It's not that Mr. Jaitley, Mr. DDCA itself is pursuing this matter. Within their framework, they have moved to the police, they are moving to the court for this matter. Why don't our party move to the court on this? Because they know they will not have any local standing except, and other thing, why did they start on this inquiry for 1 month? The reason was very straight. There's nothing in this. When their officer was raided on an issue, only then they started the issue. And I'm giving a challenge, another challenge. You have a CCTV camera in each room of Secretariat. Why don't you come out with the footage of that CCTV camera which shows that CBI was in Mr. Arvind Kejriwal's office, I give another challenge because the CBI never went to Mr. Kejriwal's office. They went to Indra
No,
Kumar's
that's a
office, and
separate
I
issue.
accept
That's
the
a separate
independent
issue.
judges also.
Arvind Kejriwal and CBI will deal with, but Adarsh Shastri, the BJP alleges that Arvind Kejriwal government is resorting to spit and run tactics. They level allegations, they cannot back it legally, and then they'll move on to the next case. These are just diversionary tactics. Adarsh
Ask
Shastri.
them what happened in Nitin Gadkari's case. They apologized to
I don't see
Mr.
how
Gadkari.
a stadium,
Didn't they
I
apologize
don't
to
see
Mr.
how a
Gadkari?
stadium which was to be built for 24 crores is built for 114 crores. I don't see how that is a diversionary tactic. I don't buy the argument that Mr. Jaitley is given that the Nehru Stadium was renovated at 1000 crores and therefore the Firozshah Kotla was renovated at 115 crores. Are we trying to say that, that was a big robbery and this was a small robbery? Is that what we're trying to say? Does that justify it? So I'm sorry, I don't think the Aam Aadmi Party buys any of this logic. Our view is very simple. Facts need to come out in front of the people of this country. A 24 crore stadium was built at the cost of 114 crores. Mr. Jaitley was running the show for 15 years, for 14 years. He has to be able to answer for anything which happened under his watch.
Okay, stay with me for a moment, gentlemen. I have Brijesh Pandey who's joining me on the broadcast. Brijesh tracks the BJP very closely. Brijesh, now the BJP has closed ranks around Arun Jaitley, but they haven't been able to rein in Kirti Azad despite efforts being made by the party president and other senior leaders.
Well, absolutely. I think this is the biggest predicament which BJP is facing as of now, because they have rallied all their cabinet ministers and senior leaders behind Arun Jaitley, but they are kind of baffled as to what to do with their MP Kirti Azad. And what the biggest problem is also the fact that the opposition is drawing its maximum strength from the utterances of Kirti Azad,
Yes.
and they are also not in a position to sack him. So the BJP is literally right now between a rock and a hard place as far as Kirti Azad is concerned. Until they deal with this particular matter, it doesn't matter how many people stand behind Arun Jaitley, his position will continue to remain embarrassing. Gaurav?
Okay, keep tracking that story. I will come back to you for more. For the moment, RP Singh and Adarsh Shastri, many thanks for joining us on this debate. It's up.
Yuvraj Singh returned to the Indian team after a series of impressive performances in the domestic circuit. Even though he's disappointed to have missed out on the ODI squad, UV is looking